Dear students, welcome to Devika's Commerce and Management Academy. In business organization, we are discussing about business finance, how to raise the funds, methods of raising funds. So total 10 methods are there. So out of 10 methods, issue of preference shares, issue of equity shares, debentures, retained earnings, underwriting, intercompany investment, venture capital. Up to here we have covered. Now today we will see angel investors and lease financing. These two topics we are going to cover. You know that in our country, in India, you will find lot of enthusiastic entrepreneurs, but investment is not there. They have very less investment. When they cannot invest, in such cases, they are struggling to get the finance to start any kind of business. Self startup is very difficult. So there are many organizations who are having ample experience and they are into this entrepreneurship and who are having surplus amount and experience, surplus plus experience together, and they wanted to help to the new entrepreneurs. They wanted to put their investment in such new startup businesses. A simple student, suppose a completed BTech or MTech or otherwise MBA, wanted to start a business. So he is struggling for finance. In such cases, for them, there are some companies who wanted to give the guidance and as well as the investment also. Both together they wanted to support. So this kind of companies who wanted to support to the young and energetic entrepreneurs. So these companies, we call them as angel investors. Angel investors. So what do? Is they have a lot of experience. So with their and experience of entrepreneurs, they are very much experienced entrepreneurs. They just put their investment and also they are going to give the initial support and also mentorship, means because they have a very good experience, guidance, mentorship, and how to do the business, and their valuable guidance also they are going to give. So such kind of companies, we call them as angel investors. Especially in India, it's growing up and there are a lot of angel companies are there. You can search it in internet also. You can just Google it, you will come to know more information about this. But this is a very good business, angel investment, because they are going to help and they are going to give the guidance and money also together. This is another form of eradicating the unemployment. So that's about the angel investment. Next one, angel investment is over. Next one, lease financing. What is this lease financing? Lease financing means generally when we have a lot of assets which are not in usage, we are not using it, then what to do? Let us give these assets for lease purpose. In that way also we can raise the funds. Confused? Say, I have huge assets, like 10 machines are there, each machine is costing around 40 lakh, 50 lakh, not using it properly. Then someone is required, I will give this machines, 10 machines on lease basis. Lease basis means ownership will be with me only, but only the thing is what I am doing is giving it on lease basis. So please use it, and on return you pay me some rent, lease amount will say. So that lease rent you have to pay it. So in that way also we can utilize it. It will be another form of raising the funds rather than keeping the assets in the organization. If you have any excess assets, lease it, means ownership will be with us only. We are not going to lose anything, but we are getting somewhat amount rather than keeping in the organization. So that's we call it as a lease. So through lease also we can get the funds. Here lesser, lessee, these you must know. Lesser, lessee. Lesser means owner. Owner. Lessee means a person who uses who uses the asset. Lesser, lessee. So here ownership is not transferring, lessee is going to use the asset, whatever asset is having to the lesser. So in return he will be paying some amount. That will be another kind of, you can say it as a interest. You can get the finance. Now when you go for lease financing, there are advantages. What are the advantages? First thing is that avoid the initial cost. Here no initial cost, simply you will pay they'll pay a direct amount only. So there is no burden at all for the lessee. Directly he'll be paying the lease amount, no advance, because he's not owning the asset, he's paying just rent. So initial cost only not required, only simply the paying the amount. And easy source of finance, very easy, there is no burden and there is no stamp duty and no legal formalities. Whenever you want to give and when you find the party, you can just give the assets on lease basis. So that is why you can say easy source of finance, we can say. Another one is that minimum delay, there will be very less delay because formalities are not there. When no formalities, no delay. So it is easy way, without any delay you can just go ahead. The moment when you decide that I wanted to get some funds through this lease, just go ahead. If you find the party, there is no delay at all. Next one, saving in tax. When we get interest, when we get some amount from the lease, so that will be showing into the profit and loss account only. So any of such cases, that is not taxable. When we take any asset on lease basis, so on that amount we have to pay some lease amount. So when we are paying it, we are showing it as capital expenditure. So that is not taxable. So free from tax, easy. And another one is that no dilution of ownership. Ownership will be always with the lessor only. Lessor will be having the ownership. So no doubt at all. So your assets are always with you, no doubt about your ownership, and need not to worry. Rather than that, whatever months, whatever years you are giving the asset for lease purpose, on that years you are going to get some handsome amount, but ownership will be with you only. So no dilution of ownership. And another one is that avoiding risk of obsolescence. Definitely for every asset there will be obsolescence, wear or tear will be there. So that is avoiding risk of obsolescence, means this obsolescence is going to share by the lessor and lessee together. Lessor anyway he is getting some amount and lessee is paying some amount, it is sharing by both the people. So that is why these are the merits or advantages, you can say. There are some disadvantages, demerits, limitations. What are those? Only 3 are there. So one is that higher cost. Always remember, when you take it on higher purchase basis, that amount is less, but on lease basis when you go it, definitely the cost will be high. This is the main disadvantage of lease. So higher cost. For whom? For lessee. For lessee, whoever is going to pay. Lesser it will be good. For lessee point of view, it is a disadvantage. And also no alteration to asset. If the asset is not good and you want some modifications, you want modern technology, something is required, there is no alteration. The same asset as it is, however is given to you, you have to accept it in the same way. There is no alteration. Alteration is not there. And next one is that renewal effect. It is a very big disadvantage. Suppose say I have taken any asset on lease basis. Suppose say it's for 5 years. 5 years are over. Next, I want extension of 5 more years. For 5 years, whatever amount I paid, that won't be the same for the next 5 years. For the first 5 years, if I have paid say 50 lakh I have paid. If I am going to talk to the lessor that I will pay same 50 lakh only, no, he will not listen. The cost always will be increasing. So that's we call it as a renewal effect. Renewal problem will be there. So they may be saying that because it is 50 lakh I have charged and he paid it and he want 5 more years, it means it's working well. When it is working well, definitely they charge more. Where demand is there, cost will increase. You know the concept. So in that way, he will charge more for the next 5 years. So that's about the renewal effect. So simple, these are the limitations and advantages. You can take a screenshot or note down. So today we have discussed mainly the important thing of angel investors and lease financing, both. Now whatever left, higher purchasing and franchising, only these 2 topics are left. In the next classes probably I may cover this. By the way, though, don't forget to share these videos, check out the playlist, whatever syllabus you are having. So that syllabus you can check it out with our playlist, or otherwise you can go to the description box also. You'll find a lot. Stay connected and have a bright future. Good luck.